Hello? Hello, hello. How is everyone? I was about to say good morning. Does that reveal how, like, out of it I am today? Um, I'm a little tired. But that's okay. Hi! Let's head over here, why don't we? Hi! Oh, I haven't heard this song in forever. Oh my gosh, I forgot this was even in this playlist. Whoa. Kind of a throwback. Hi, Draco! How's it going? Cute model, thank you. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry for going live so late. I was planning on it originally um a couple hours ago. um but I don't know. I guess I just didn't sleep very well last night or something. Or didn't sleep enough cuz I would wake up and I would be like I would check my phone cuz uh some of my IRL friends were trying to plan something and being really bad at planning something. They were like, we haven't met up in a long time. We need to do something together. What do you guys want to do? And I was like, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. And then I suggested something and they were like, "No. Um I want to try and do something that doesn't cost a lot of money." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." But like that's kind of like that really narrows it down. There's not a whole lot of options if you're not trying to spend any money, especially around here. Like it's really hard to go out and do something with like 5 people or so if you're not gonna spend any money. Um, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep and let them discuss amongst themselves because I'm kind of down for whatever. And then, so I went back to sleep. I woke up again, nothing, no additional texts, and I'm like, okay, this hangout is never happening. nobody's nobody's like coming up with any ideas apparently. Um, so rip that. But yeah, I don't know. It was one of those days where I just woke up and I was like, I should probably get up. And then I would roll over with the intention of possibly getting up soon, and then I would fall back asleep. A rinse and repeat for several hours. And now we're here. And I haven't had any caffeine. So we are raw dogging the rest of the day, I guess. Probably not. I'll probably go make some coffee or something later. But it is gonna be a short stream because we have or I'm gonna be on Mimi's stream later at like 6:30. So that's only like 2 hours from now. um yeah, very, very short stream. It's actually weird to like have an under 3 hour stream. That feels very like it feels wrong. I'm like, that's not even a stream. What do you mean? Doesn't count. But I guess I'm planning on doing some art today. I just am trying to figure out a pose for this drawing. I am I'm quite groggy, I'll be honest. I'm a little out of it. I got a little bit of a headache. But that's okay. Jared, how's it going? You know what? I might actually hop in VC in my server. Because, wow. Yeah, I'm out of it. But I guess that's fine. No biggie. Yeah, hopefully those friends can come up with some sort of plan. I think it's like it's impossible trying to plan things with them. We'll figure it out eventually. Let me find the references I was looking at. We're gonna draw Mimi today, or at least we're gonna do a sketch. I don't know how far I'll get in said sketch since it's gonna be a terribly short stream, but you know, we'll give it a try. Woo, Mimi, yeah. Yeah, Domino was so kind to um gift their like raffle illustration to Mimi. I just need to figure out what pose I'm gonna draw. But I wanna draw her cool witch outfit because it's awesome. It's so sick. But yeah, I need to figure out a pose that does this outfit justice. Cause I've been doing a lot of half body stuff, right? If I just crop it off like there, that doesn't do the outfit justice. Cause now we're missing all this cool flowy stuff. So I might have to do a full body, but I also kind of don't want to do a full body pose. That's scary. So we're figuring it out. Lots of decision making to do when I am absolutely not in a fully coherent and productive state right now. Maybe I do need caffeine. Maybe that would be a good idea. Let me do this as well. Let me see this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a half body would be okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. That's like the hardest part of doing anything like this is just coming up with the pose. After that, whatever, you know. But you're telling me I have to make a decision before doing anything? Why? Decisions are hard, right? Like, what the heck? Also, I think I'm picky with poses because I like doing dynamic poses. I like I like making it hard on myself, apparently. Also, why does my Discord keep tweaking? I'll have it over. Why? Hello, voice. I'll have it over on my other screen, and it'll just go like gray randomly. Like right now, it's broken. I don't know why. There we go. I brainwashed you. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, I think I found one that I'm okay with. Probably. Maybe. It's just Discord things. Yeah, I guess so. I haven't drawn in so long. It's been several days since I have picked up the pen. Because I didn't draw last stream. So I haven't drawn. When was my last stream? Tuesday? Bro, I haven't drawn since last week. I'm gonna be so rusty. I think I need caffeine. I think that's what I need. It's probably why I have a headache right now. It's because I haven't had any today. Warm up first. I should warm up first, but I don't have time. I don't have time to do a proper warm up. This is a short stream. The sketch is the warm up. Hi Rippy, welcome in. It is kind of fun that we're drawing the person. I don't know how to describe this. I'm gonna be joining Mimi's stream later, and that's who we're drawing. So that's fun that we're drawing her. How's it going? I'm really tired, to be honest. I'm a little out of it. Just a bit. So I'm struggling a little bit, but it's not that bad. I like the T-Verse on your hoodie. That's fun. Thank you. Yeah, I designed everything myself. It's kind of like trying to figure out this pose. Maybe I should make the reference smaller. I feel like it's gonna get in the way. Okay. It's kind of like very like diagonal, but more in like a curved way. Like a sitting pose. Or the torso is kind of like this, facing that way. And kind of leaning on something, and then the legs kind of come like that, and the arms like this. And then this arm's coming up like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I said, I haven't drawn in a hot minute, and I certainly haven't done gesture drawings in a hot minute. I missed my life drawing class. That was so fun. It was so much work, but like, man, it was so good for me to just like draw all the damn time like that. Maybe I should warm up. Maybe that's a good idea. Too late now, we're already starting on the sketch. We're just going for it. You're drawing something every day, even if it's something small, and just lay a napkin is always a good idea. Yeah, right? I need to do that. I've just been busy, I guess. Not really. I will be busy though, that's for sure. But I'll be busy drawing more stuff because I'll be in school and doing all my art classes and crazy stuff like that. I'm just hoping I don't get like, I'm not sure if there's like a proper word for it. The one that just came to mind is just like art fatigue or like creativity fatigue. Like I don't want to be using my brain so much for all my classwork that I don't want to be creative for my personal work. I don't consider it the same thing as burnout. I think burnout is a little different. I'm talking more like short term. I think I consider burnout to be a little bit more like long lasting and sort of not severe, but I mean, yeah, kind of. I've been there. What I can remember for that is have a little sketchbook for fun doodles that keep me sane in college. Yeah, That'll certainly be the case. Either a physical sketchbook or I'll just like doodle on my iPad. Her hat is a little bit more kind of round and fun than how I drew it here. I don't like that. Also, why am I drawing her accessories? I haven't even gotten the freaking body done yet. What am I doing? Autodesk Sketchbook Pro is an app I use on my phone for years. If you have a phone with a stylus, it's very useful. I don't have a phone with a stylus, but I'm sure I'll be taking my iPad everywhere with me in school. And I'm sure I'll have a sketchbook as well, like an actual physical one. Because a lot of my classes required you to have a sketchbook. So I have a couple sketchbooks from my other classes that I never finished because they required you to buy a sketchbook and then hardly ever had us use them. So that was kind of useless, but whatever. Used like a solid 10 pages maybe out of the like 200 it came with. So now I have all these sketchbooks, for like 3 or 4 sketchbooks, all different sizes. I need to find like I need to ask Mimi for a reference of this outfit. I don't quite understand the sleeves. My sketchbooks were filled with the dumbest stuff when I was in college, like cartoon versions of my professors making dumb faces. I liked while listening to that's really cute. I need to do stuff like that. I don't know. I think I take myself too seriously when drawing when I really need to like not do that. Like I get so scared of just doing doodles. I think that's also just like a product of a like a content creator mindset where it's like everything is content, everything is things you're going to post, everything is things that are going to be shown to other people. So, you know, you have a hard time just loosening up and just kind of drawing stupid stuff that you're not worried about anybody else seeing. Don't fear the doodles, embrace it. Yeah. I'm sure I will. I did that a little bit more in a couple of my classes, actually. Not me doing the freaking circle thing. Dude, apparently, like, newer artists, they're moving on from the circle thing. They're doing this other weird thing that focuses more on, like, the planes of the face and is, like, really smart. And I'm like, okay. See, I would do that. I would do the stupid freaking, like, Loomis method or whatever, but I'm lazy. I don't know if I want her looking to the side like that. I kind of want her looking towards the quote-unquote camera. This face is so goddamn lopsided. Good lord. Okay, torso doesn't look too bad. I'm not upset with the torso. No matter what I'm drawing, I always start with a circle. I don't know why. I think it's a ritual thing to get myself into drawing mode. Yeah, right? It reminds me of... I'm not a 3D artist, but the Blender cube. Everything starts with the cube. Cube, yeah. Sorry, I'm drinking this, like, protein shake thing, and I think it's fucking up my voice. It's making me all weird and raspy. Okay, I need to figure out what's happening with these legs. I guess this thing is gonna kind of, like, cover it anyway. You know what? I think this isn't gonna be a full body pose. I'm gonna crop off. I'm gonna crop her off. Because I can. I don't want to draw feet or shoes today. We're not doing that. See all these pretty flowers. Dude, right? I don't know. I mean, hands are pretty hard, but also I'm more out of practice with feet and shoes. I'm so bad at drawing shoes. Shoes are so hard. I don't know why. Oh wait, I didn't want this arm to be down. I wanted this one to be up. Maybe I'll have her like grabbing her hat. Because she's kind of got her hair back. I can draw like boots and only boots. I can kind of draw combat boots because I'm rather practiced when it comes to that. If you couldn't tell. Any other shoe? No. Can't. I do have a Discord server. Here. Ah, I dropped my pen. Damn it. Okay. She's kind of got her hair back. In this hairstyle. Or in this outfit or whatever. I like how she designed different hairstyles for the outfits. I think that's cool. Not a lot of people do that. Maybe I'll have the ponytail kind of come around on that side. And yeah, this arm will come up. Maybe grab the hat in some sort of way. I'm gonna figure out how these sleeves work. Oh, wait, they're attached to this, like, little hand thing. That's sick, actually. But I also don't know how to make that work for this pose. I joined a Brainiac, I can't change my name. Yeah, no worries. I mean, we have a lot of people whose Discord usernames are different from their Twitch usernames. Is there not a way for you to change your like nickname in my server? I thought anybody could do that. Oh. Okay, hang on. Oh, you gotta read the rules and react first. Yeah, that'll give you access to the rest of the server and you'll be able to like change your nickname and stuff. Trying to figure out how this fabric would kind of lay. God, my sketches are so messy. Can I draw your VTuber? Yes, of course you can. Yeah, if you want to. Man, this outfit is so pretty. She did such a good job designing this. I just have to like actually figure out how it works. That's like gem on the front. Yeah, let me get a shout out to Mimi actually. That's who I'm drawing today. Wow, I like fucked up this hat. Let's do more like that. It's got this little gem hanging off the back. I don't know what kind of expression I want her to be making. Like I drew her nose too high. Give them a follow too. Hell yeah. Yeah, she's cool. She has a lot of really, really beautiful environment pieces. I need to recalibrate my model because I keep looking down at my drawing tablet. Here we go. I want to make sure it doesn't look like I'm closing my eyes when I'm drawing. Although it might still do that from time to time. I can't really help it. Tried to fix it as much as I could. It used to be really bad. I would squint a little, or not really squint, but you know, just look down at my drawing tablet, and it would my model would just have its eyes closed so shut the whole time I was drawing, and I didn't know because I wasn't looking up at my model. Okay, I don't know how I want to do her expression. I feel like I didn't really draw her face very nicely here. Oh, I'm so rusty. I don't even know what my freaking art style is anymore. How do I draw? I don't know. I don't know how to draw. EB model, yeah. Especially when I lose tracking. Check this out. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to draw her face. I think her design has, you know, slightly rounder eyes. Let me see if I have another reference of her. I feel like I have to somewhere. Don't worry too much about art style. It's way less important than just following your heart or how you want to go about it. Yeah. For sure. Let's see if I can find So I drew her not too long ago. I feel like I should still have a ref downloaded from that, but I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, it is possible I might have gotten rid of it to save space. Let's see if I can find her reference. Or I mean, I guess the other way I could do this is I could just pull up the old drawing of her and use that as my reference. Have you seen I mean there's a lot of different versions of this sort of thing. But like when people just it's like I've seen a lot of different versions of this. But it's like either breeding certain features out of Sims or like tracing something so many times it's unrecognizable. Hello, my voice dying for no reason. That's what this is gonna be. I'm gonna use my own art as a reference for her design instead of her actual reference, and then it's gonna just change very slightly every single time to where it's just not even her anymore. Yeah, let me maybe find some of her art. I do that too with Friends OC. I have my own version of her because his art style does not even remotely match mine. Yeah. Although I guess maybe his design has changed a little bit recently. She kind of draws herself a little differently. And also, I guess I probably don't really have to be that crazy about it because this is just the sketch. Wow, that's not centered. It should be like moved over a lot, actually. Oh, that was a nice eye shape, though. Shouldn't have deleted it. Yeah, this one's not as good. And it's still too far over. Oh well. I don't remember how to draw. It's been a whole, I don't know, week. A little over a week, maybe. I don't think it's been that long. It's been a bit, though. It's been a minute. Sponsor for drawing eyes. Work on both at the same time. That's probably smart, actually. Yeah, no, I do definitely I flip my canvas 10 bajillion times every time I work on it. No, if I did a speed paint where it like records the whole screen instead of like just the canvas, I I think I would that would be a hard time for epileptic people for sure. Just because I'm always like I'm zooming in, I'm zooming out, I'm flipping the canvas, I'm all over the place. Those eyes look like ass. Yes, I've got regular old human ears. Probably looks weird because she doesn't have eyebrows. And also just I don't know, it's just weird. don't look right. Also, her head is just in the wrong spot compared to where her neck is. That's just I wasn't gonna make her face going that far to the side, and I freaking did it anyway. Force of habit, I suppose. I can't draw people facing straight forward. They have to be, I guess, usually facing to the left, but this time it was to the right because I flipped the canvas. What kind of YouTube right now? So I decided to use my YouTube time finding VTubers to draw and just help the general morale. Wow, that's cool. Also, I kind of heard about that earlier today, but not really. What's the whole thing about boycotting YouTube? Like, what's the reasoning and all that? Because I have no idea. I heard someone mention it earlier today. Hi, Maid. Welcome in. They're using an AI now to determine whether or not you're an adult. Oh, wait. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they're using like AI to try and like age check people based on their activity, which is freaking weird because like you know, there are plenty of adults who enjoy children's media just because it's good. You have to give them a picture of your face or your ID, which is dangerous because they will keep it up to 2 years. That's crazy. There's so many other like better like what's the term, verification like apps where they don't actually keep your data. They have a data breach is over. Yeah, no kidding. That's wild. No, that's crazy. I think I want to make her kind of make her eyes more squinty. But at least I do trust Google more than Facebook, but they're all pretty terrible. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the other program, this other like, because I had to do an identity verification with something recently. It wasn't Google, it was like a separate thing. I don't remember what it was for. Maybe it was for work. I don't know. But they don't keep your ID. Like they just like you just give it to them through this third party, and the third party what they do is they just keep like a code in their database that basically says that you verified yourself, but they don't keep like the image of your ID. They don't keep that. That goes away as soon as you're verified. So like I don't see why they couldn't do something like that. This looks like shit. This looks really bad. Oh. Let's not do that. It's kind of in the wrong spot. I don't trust any of these apps or companies, to be honest, because most of them don't actually delete your data on request. Usually it just unlinks the data, but it still exists somewhere. No, this was like an official like thing. God, I don't remember what it was for that I had to like verify my identity. But I remember like putting research into it, being like, is this safe? And they were like, yeah, this company's like very like they're locked down, it's safe. Yeah, maybe the head's too big. I don't know. I think I didn't want her face to be turned to the side that much. I wanted it to be more forward facing. It also just doesn't really align with her neck. Cause like if I think about this head, her neck would be a little more to the side, like right there. Like it aligns more with that. But that doesn't make sense considering the direction her torso is turned. We all have her. Maybe I'll just do this. This is not going to work. I mean, it kind of worked. Not really, though. Maybe if I just take the whole thing. And flip it. And then I have to delete all this crap. And draw it back in over here. Ah. That does look better, though, facing that way. Hi, Carnix. Welcome in. Her face shape is just off as well. I think that's another big piece. Maybe her hat is too high up. Maybe if you just lifted her left shoulder forward, you could have kept the twist. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not warmed up. This is like, you know, I do think her shoulder is not big enough here. This needs to come out a little bit more. I'll fix it more in the actual line art. Because this is a mess. Tangents. I hate tangents. And I make so many of them. Good lord. So many. I guess it won't be as bad once the line art is thinned out. Spent a minute trying to twist my torso and face up. No, when you said that, when you said like pull the shoulder forward, I kind of looked this way and like pulled my shoulder in the opposite direction. I was like, wait, how does that work? It's like, what do you mean by that? Let me like do this with my actual body to understand it. No, I think it just kind of looked a little unnatural. Even if technically you can do that with your body, it just didn't look right to me in the way that I had set it up. This still looks... I like it better this way. It feels a little more casual. But something's still very wrong about it. I also think her hip... Maybe her hip needs to come up more. Although her legs kind of just are irrelevant in most of this. It's gonna be covered. It does look weird because I didn't actually draw her legs. It's still just this weird line from when I was first starting the pose. She also has all this jewelry I'm gonna have to figure out. She got this big piece that comes down the center. This shoulder is far too large. That would be more like right there. And this sort of strap would come in more. Slightly better. Same with this one though. This needs to scoot over in the other direction. gonna fight YouTube's AI verification by watching videos about the economy in between episodes of Power Rangers. Dude, I mean, I was literally just watching freaking Beyblade. Like, during the subathon, we had Beyblade up for like an hour or two while I was drawing. But yeah, I do think that's really stupid of them. Because, like, there's just so many people, like, who, you know, enjoy content that is originally, like, or has the target audience of children. Just because it's nostalgic for us, or just because it's genuinely good content, you know, like good media. Um, so like what's gonna happen is, you know, like I just imagine people starting to mark things as not for kids as much. And so kids are gonna get less safe media for them. It's just gonna be like Cocomelon and bullshit like that. Because like who do you think is giving money to these things? Like it's the adults. And also like I don't know, it's just like it's just dumb. I really don't know how I'm gonna make this sleeve work like this. But I'll figure it out. I feel like we're kind of getting somewhere. This feels very off, but her bangs will kind of come down and cover this. I think. And she'll have some bangs coming sort of down that way as well. Of course, she got her classic band-aid. I gotta add the little heart there. What's the point of YouTube Kids now? See, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, have YouTube Kids and have that be, you know, where the kids safe content goes, but also let adults access that stuff on their own accounts on the not kids version, like, you know what I mean, on regular YouTube. Like, you can keep that stuff up on regular YouTube. Like, are you telling me someone who's, you know, I mean, take this with a grain of salt, but like, you know, I still consume a lot of the same media as I did when I was like 13. And I'm, you know, a grown adult now. So like, you're telling me if I go back and like look at that stuff or look at something relating to that, like someone commentating on it or something, oh, suddenly I need to have a kid's account? Bro, it's dumb. What are you talking about? That's so stupid. Yeah, right? Like, what the hell? I mean, like, I get, because I've seen a lot of crackdown on, I guess, adult content lately, because, like, I've been hearing a lot of stuff happening in the UK about having to, like, verify your identity as an adult to try and stop kids from watching things that they're not supposed to watch. And I kind of get it. It's a little extreme. It's actually very extreme, and I think they shouldn't be doing it in that way. But I mean, it is nice to see some sort of initiative regarding protecting kids on the internet, because I feel like people haven't done anything for so long. But then again, they're doing it in like the worst possible way. Given the benefit of the doubt, it's usually a lot more sophisticated, and if I recall correctly, applies to accounts that were created in the last 5 years. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, just dumb. Also, my account was certainly created in the last 5 years because I use my VTuber email for everything now, apparently, which I shouldn't do. I should keep that separate. But I do be watching my YouTube and stuff just with the same account that's tied to my YouTube channel because I'm too lazy to just to switch to my personal email. If they really cared about kids, they'd give them more safe places to hang out with less advertising being shoved in their faces. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with that. There just aren't safe spaces for kids on the internet anymore. It's like, because not only have adults invaded the spaces that were supposed to be children's spaces, but those spaces aren't moderated nearly as well. Like you've got Roblox, and of course it does censor like curse words and stuff, but now they're implementing freaking voice chat and stuff, and it's like, why would you do that? And there's all sorts of, very not safe for like children content on Roblox as far as I'm aware, because there's people, just doing all this like horror stuff and just other inappropriate things, I'm sure. It's just like, bro. The world was a happier place with Animal Jam. Now they're letting kids see, yeah, like places like Animal Jam, Club Penguin, just those kinds of spaces. What was the other one? Like Pop Tropica? I don't know. I didn't play that stuff as much. Neopets. Yeah, I wasn't on there as much, but like, I knew about it. And like the reason why I advocate for that stuff so much and why I'm saying like, yes, I agree with this, we need those spaces, is because I'm like first gen iPad kid almost, where I was a child with unrestricted access to the internet. And that's why I'm saying don't do that. That's bad. And that's even when there were more like safe spaces, This song is really good, by the way. I'm avoiding drawing the mouth because I hate drawing mouths. I'm so bad at it. Okay. While ads are running, I think I'm gonna BRB. Just super quick. I'll just do one of these. God, this song is so freaking good. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm back. Damn. What did I miss? Paragraph. I also understood access to the internet as a kid. I was way too sheltered to look up anything bad. I was the kind of whippersnapper to leave the room when Cartoon Network said, switching to Adult Swim. That's good. I had a neighbor that I was friends with at the time who was actually a year younger than me, which makes it worse. Who, I don't know, maybe got influenced by something. I don't know what, but then influenced me. And we Googled bad things together as like 8-year-olds. Also, I have caffeine now, thank goodness. Kind of agree, but I don't want to kick down the ladder for the next generation. Kind of already too late though. Chromebooks and iPads have so many, have made so many people tech illiterate. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you mean by iPads making people tech illiterate. You might have to expand on that a little bit. I have heard about people not knowing how to like type and use a computer because of iPads or just because of like tablets. Not totally sure if that's what you meant though. And got a cookie that I made while I was gone. I like to make cookies with brownie mix. So good. Oh, hello? My voice is being weird again. Wow. If you like brownies, are you an edge piece enjoyer or a middle piece enjoyer? I'm pretty sure most people are edge piece enjoyers because it's just superior, but like I'm curious if anyone isn't. Edge piece all the way, right? Yeah. It's just better. It's just better. Bit of an edge lord. Yeah, so that's the cool thing about making cookies out of brownie mix is it tastes like a brownie and it has the texture of a brownie for the most part, but it's just like all edge piece. It's perfect. And also it's pre-portioned so you don't have to like cut it. I remember, when I was younger or whatever and didn't bake for myself as much. You have the tray of brownies with like the knife just in the tray and you just cut a little sliver off and suddenly your whole family eats an entire tray of brownies in like one night because you're like, if I just have a tiny bit, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. It does count. But, you know, certified edgers. Yep. Sure. Me when I used to use Microsoft Edge. I just switched recently, like 2 weeks ago. Or 3 weeks ago, maybe. I think it was 3 weeks ago now. I don't know. Time is weird. I like the middle. I mean, fair, I guess. But just like the texture of the like the crispy edge. It's like the same thing with pancakes. Do you like pancakes to be like super soft and even, or do you like the kind where like the edge is a little crispy? I like the latter. But it is very satisfying to make a pancake and it's just like so even across the entire thing. Oh my god, it's so satisfying. I guess have it covered with peanut butter and syrup. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I used to make PB&Js with like Eggo waffles. Those go hard. Except it was a little bit messy. I really don't like how this drawing is looking so far, to be honest. I'm not a fan of this. It looks weird. It doesn't look like I drew it. Like it doesn't look like my style at all to me. IHOP or Waffle House? I'm gonna be so for real. Never been to Waffle House, and I haven't been to IHOP in probably a decade. I don't know how long it's been since I've been to an IHOP, but it's been a long time. I don't even know if we have Waffle House here. I think that's more like a I think it's more east. I don't know though. I'm gonna look this up. Map of all Waffle House locations. Yep. Yeah, they don't have Waffle House in California. Doesn't exist. Middle America. It looks like it's um mostly like south and kind of east. So like everywhere between everywhere neighbor Florida, everything neighboring Florida, and then like Texas. Here, this is gonna be silly, but hello, welcome in. Waffle House locations by state. I'm gonna paste this into the canvas because I'm lazy. There you go. Actually, this seems like a much more accurate map because this is like it's kind of shows the whole state. Get rid of that. This one's better because it shows each individual location. They're like all here. Picture all of them. Yeah, apparently. That's, yeah, they're just all here. Center on Georgia looking makes sense. I think, yeah. I wonder if that's where their like headquarters are or something. Like that's where they're based. Georgia, yeah. I'm bad with my geography, but if I had to guess, this is kind of where Atlanta is. I don't know. I only know this area. That's all I know. Pretty sure my friend got food poisoning at a Waffle House on our way to BronyCon, because the only thing he ate and no one else said, damn. Yikes. Of the single dot in New Mexico, yeah. Or I guess this one says there's two, so yeah, it's two dots right next to each other. Are there any of them that only have... I'm looking at the other image where it says like the number per state. No, they all have at least two. Well, except for all the states that don't have any, but it's in the middle. I guess that makes sense. They put another Waffle House right across the street. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, like New Mexico, Illinois. Those are the only two that have just two locations, but no states have just one location, which is funny. But yeah. This is from 2019. There might be more now. I don't know. This other image with the this hello? Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. This one is from 2022. So it's slightly more recent. Might be less, lots of places downsized. That's true. Could be less. It looks pretty much the same, to be honest. Like if I this is such a weird tangent to go on, but like if we scoot this out of the way. If there's a couple with only a few, yeah. Two, just barely. Oh, it looks like, oh no, they're still there, just barely over the border. Um, yeah, the two in New Mexico. Yeah, it looks like it's about the same, to be honest. Oh, this one looks a little bit less, but maybe it's just because they're all... Oh no, they're over here. I see. I do think just looking at a map of the US is really funny, just to see how what the borders look like as you go further across. Like it goes from like super squiggly lines and stuff to just like boxes. Except for like here a little bit. There's some a little bit of varying things. But yeah, I am very far from all of this, so I guess I could go to Arizona and find one. That'd be a really long drive though. I'm not sure it's worth. Waffle House originally from Georgia. Yeah, yeah. I just looked it up. They're originally from Georgia. Oh, you could post it in the Nexus Art channel in the Discord. That's where fan art goes. Oh, I'm so excited. What the heck? You did that so quick. I didn't even finish my damn sketch. We're gonna do another sketch on top of the sketch because I don't like this sketch. I think it turned out really bad. Hi Wallace, welcome in. Dude! Wait, this looks so cool. You did that so quick! What the heck? That was so fast! It's colored and everything. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Dude, I draw so slow. Here you go. Let me pull this up. Look at this. That's so crazy. What the heck? Look at that. So cool. I love the colors. Like, I love the lighting. It looks so nice. That's so crazy. Yummy, yeah. Glad you like it. Hope made your day a bit nicer. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for stopping in here and chatting and making fan art and everything. Yeah, I think actually since she's facing this way, this part of the hat would go in that direction. Georgia made both Waffle House and Zaxby's. What's Zaxby's? Really cooked when it came to cooking? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Zaxby's is a better version of Cane's. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm not surprised. These southern places have got their food like unlocked. Kind of nuts. In-N-Out needs to keep up. Dude, there's some drama with In-N-Out, I've heard. Is that they have like a new owner and she's like screwing everything up. There's a bunch of people like boycotting In-N-Out, I guess. I don't know. I don't eat fast food very often, so it's not like I don't know. I'm kind of participating by just existing, I suppose. Um Oop, oh no, yeah. I don't know the whole deal with it. I just heard it's a little rough. I think she's trying to like move their headquarters to some other state. I think that's what it was. It's dumb and she's like a Trumpy or whatever. It's so weird. Like, bro, In-N-Out is Californian. It's a Californian thing. What do you mean you're moving their HQ somewhere else? That's so stupid. What's fast food like? What do you mean? I'm really screwing up this hat, aren't I? This would actually come up a bit more. What does it taste like? I mean, it depends on where you go. They all are a little different. I was born in California, but haven't spent much time there in years. Valid. It's freaking expensive here, man. It's so expensive. What's your fave fast food place? I don't know. That's a good question. Like I said, I don't really eat fast food that much. I live in the land of corn. Which one is the land of corn again? I don't remember. Anything with nuggies, it's so valid. Dude, oh right, Iowa. Yeah. Dude, Wendy's, nuggets. Mm, I'm a little biased though. Um I used to work there a long time ago. So I would always get them nice and fresh. Wendy's is really good though. I think Wendy's is slept on. Our state of Kansas ain't got nothing for food. We just grazed in the pasture like cats. Dude, that's one thing I will say. California, so good on food. Like, it's not the same as like Southern food, but we have a lot of ethnic food that's really good. Um, like genuinely California, especially like Southern California, best place to go if you want like authentic Asian food. Like, so good. Hi Cupid. I've heard so many people talking about how they're legit like from Japan or from China like originally, and they're like, yeah, California like Asian food hits. And I'm like, yes, you're so real for that. Like it's that good. I mean, obviously not all of it is authentic, but even if it's not, we do it pretty damn good. Like California rolls do be hitting, I'm not gonna lie. Hi Capi. How's it going? My friends are like that with Tex-Mex. I gotta say that does sound really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure California and Texas are like, or Southern California specifically, and Texas are like great places to go for good Mexican food. As far as just states, you know. Although I'm sure other southern states have got it pretty decent, but I know that California, especially like Southern California, has it like a huge Mexican population. Tired and burning, but I'm all right. What about you? Well, I hope you can cool off a bit. As someone from San Diego, I'm a huge fan of Mexican. Yeah. We got some very good Mexican food. I woke up thinking it was Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. As much as everyone loves Fridays, I am not quite looking forward to it because I have a very long shift tomorrow. We're gonna ace this beta gift and maybe think about drawing myself one too, so I'll be lurking. Yeah! Hope the art goes well. I'm still on Tuesday. This month's going too fast. Yeah, right? Nah, I worked like all day yesterday and I work all day tomorrow. And I'm not used to it because, for one, usually I work on the weekends. And for two, I usually only work 1 to 2 days a week there. So being scheduled like 3 days this week was unusual. I mean, I can't be upset. Having money is nice. But also, man, I want to take it easy before school starts. Howdy everyone and fellow undead. Welcome in, Smurfus. Oh my god, banger song. Dude, David is on tour right now, and I wish I got tickets, bro. I didn't like him as much before, or I just didn't know about him as much before, like recently. But his music is so good, and I keep seeing clips of the concerts, and they look like so much fun. But god, those tickets are so fucking expensive. When does your semester start? In a week and a half. I got one more full week of break. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I'm actually gonna take another sip. But yeah, I would love to see him in concert. They look like so much fun. His music is so good. I need to add more of his songs into this playlist, actually. But yeah, I have to go back to school so soon. Where did my summer go? Actually, I know exactly where I went. I went to working on my freaking debut. And working. Mostly working on the debut, though. Trying to figure out how I want to do her hair for this. So she drew it a little bit more curly than she normally does for this outfit. September's coming up. True. Twitch has been stingy with the Septembers for the last couple years, though. They do these like weird deals where it like changes every week instead of just having it be like, you know, the discount for the whole month. Oh, that reminds me. I still have there's this thing where you can do where there's like discounts on subs now. Where you can do like a little promotion. It's different from September though because the discount does get taken out of like I still don't I don't get the full sub price. Like the discount is taken out of what I make. Whereas September Twitch takes on the discount cost. So the streamer still gets like the money for a full sub. But I might do that soon. I don't know, because I saw it and I don't know. I never like enabled it. So might as well. Probably should have done that during the subathon. But I forgot. God, I really like forgot how to draw faces. Oh my goodness. Hi Blockhead. Welcome in. I want to change the face shape a little bit, but I'm not sure how. Maybe I need to look at my recent art to remember how to draw, because I don't remember. I mean, I guess I made that PNG tuber recently, but I think the other thing is I've been drawing a lot of men recently. And I tend to draw their face shapes a little bit differently. Like several of my recent illustrations have just been drawing my OCs. And then I did the skip art. I need to design another girl OC. Or just draw art of myself. I need to make a ref sheet for myself. There's so much I need to do, actually. That reminds me! Only a few days left on my... I am drawing Mimi. Yes. Only a few days left for the giveaway. Let me find the actual links. There's the Blue Sky one. Where's the Twitter one? How many people? To be honest, not as many as I expected, but that's okay. Because there are some that I just like can't do because either it's like just a design that I don't think I'd be able to rig or just stuff like that. Which I do feel bad about. But I do have to be mindful of that because I don't want to take on a project that I don't actually feel comfortable completing. I would like to get out of my comfort zone, but yeah, I do have to be confident that I can actually do it, because I would never want to, offer a free service for someone and then it turns out I can't actually complete it. Um, so some of the designs I won't be able to like include in the raffle, unfortunately. But I mean, I was pretty upfront with that. Um, like just in the description, I did say that it wouldn't be like a true random where everyone gets equal chance, just because I have to take into account the designs. This eye looks fricked up. I mean, this will be the second like full size model I ever do. Entered. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Even if there's anyone like in chat, even if you don't want to enter, you like don't have a design to enter or whatever, I would really appreciate just like interacting with the post. And that way, maybe someone else who would like a chance for something like that can see it. This looks so bad. Ah, why is this so messed up? I can't draw. Let's go, my friend. It's here. Good luck. You're doing great. Thank you. Gonna pop out. Okay. Yeah, see you guys. Okay, why do I have so many layers, actually? Oops. This looks so weird. Why does it look like this? I was thinking about doing a model giveaway too at some point, so I'm pretty curious to see how yours works out for you. Yeah, yeah. I think, I don't know, maybe I just didn't like play to the algorithm enough or something. But also, like, especially for my Twitter account, like I have like no followers on my Twitter account, so it's not surprising that not that many people have seen it and like entered. Ready! How's it going? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this piece, to be honest. It just doesn't look right, no matter what I do. It doesn't. I think I just did her face shape weird or something. I kind of want to start over from scratch. I don't know. I'm too rusty, I'm not warmed up, something. I don't have audio good, like, okay, ready. Have a good one. Yeah, we've only got like another hour and a half of stream anyway, because after that we gotta go hang out with Mimi. Yeah, this is just this piece is just not working out for me today. These numbers are criminal, actually. Oh, did you just check out the posts? Yeah, like I expected more. I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't really get my hopes up with stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't want to sound cocky or whatever, cuz I mean, like I said, I have not been active on Twitter. Um so, like it's not surprising that my stuff wouldn't get pushed onto the algorithm. But also, like, I am confident in the quality of my model. Like, I'm very proud of it. And especially since I'm literally offering it, like, for free, like, full art and rig. Because there are a lot of giveaways where it's just art. And so the fact that I'm, offering that for free, it's kind of crazy that only, like, 10 people have entered. Not this post, but also averages. Oh, just on my account? No, I'm not surprised. Twitter sucks. Like, Twitter sucks so bad. I've never had anything do well on Twitter. Ever. And then I actually just got off Twitter for like the longest time. I was only using Blue Sky because I would always see more engagement on Blue Sky. Still not a ton, but you know, it would definitely be better than Twitter. It just feels off still. I want to start over. Your streams are always entertaining throughout my years in college. Now, since I'm not only a traditional artist and guitarist, but I'm also a certified baker, that's awesome. Thank you, as your content is enjoyable to listen to while as I watch your content whenever I'm baking, working, and drawing. Aw. Even though I can't respond most of the time, seeing you draw always lifts my... Wait, that's so sweet. What the heck? Thank you. That's such a kind message. And yeah, no worries. I always aim for my stream to be very like lurker friendly. It is nice when people hang out in chat because then I have a little bit more to like respond to and bounce off of, but I'm such a big lurker. Like I when like I'm there and you don't even realize I'm there. I'm such a big lurker. Like I will just have the stream open and not say anything. And so, you know, I want to make content that I could see myself enjoying, if that makes sense. And that includes having a very like lurker friendly space. And so yeah, as much as I do enjoy like having people interact, like the main goal is for it to be like a space where people can just stop by and chill. And you know, it is very like second screen content for the most part. Because I mean that's what I've been inspired by, and that's the stuff I like to have. Is just a nice little cozy thing to have up while I work on other things and stuff. Keep saying I'm gonna like switch up the face shape and then I just draw the same thing again. It just doesn't feel right. Something's off. I have had a couple of speaking of, I don't know, like I don't know, just making content and analytics or whatever the hell. I've had a couple of my YouTube shorts do kind of decent recently. Not anywhere near like my goals, I would say, but definitely better than some of my other stuff. Although I've definitely had a couple flops as well, for sure. But I think one of my reels got like 200 likes or something, which is definitely more than my usual by a long run. But yeah, with Twitter, I have like no expectations anytime I post on Twitter, just because I've never had anything do well, ever. It doesn't happen. Like rarely will I ever get more than like 5 likes on a Twitter post, which is why I just stopped posting on Twitter, because I was like, this is not worth it. Twitter's best case of toxicity. I got called a fat ass for post. What? What the hell? Yeah, Twitter sucks. It's just like it's so bad because like that's how a lot of people do find their growth, is through Twitter specifically. And there's so many really cool live 2D artists on there that I follow. Um, but like I feel like I can't get away from it because there really is just like there are a lot of cool artists that didn't end up leaving for Blue Sky, which is kind of unfortunate because Blue Sky's community tends to be a lot better. It has gotten slightly weirder over time as like more people come in and whatever. It's not quite the same as like when everybody first jumped ship. Sorry, I can speak. Because like there was this time, what was it, like last year or something at this point, or like the beginning of this year when Twitter made a big change. I don't even remember what it was at this point. Um, I think it was like the whole training their AI based off of your posts. And a bunch of people jumped ship because of that. Rightfully so. I did too. I completely stopped posting on Twitter. I moved to Blue Sky, and then Blue Sky was freaking awesome because there were so many people coming in and posting all of their art because it was mostly artists that moved to Blue Sky, and that was really amazing. And I was getting more engagement on my posts on Blue Sky and all that stuff. But it has kind of slowed down a bit after that, I'd say. Like the volume of posts has slowed down, stuff like that. And like I said, there are a lot of people who did not move over to Blue Sky who I still really enjoy their stuff. Like mainly a lot of live 2D artists and a lot of like non-American artists. Yeah, and Blue Sky is not very good for any sort of animated or video content. Yeah, their videos suck and GIFs don't even work at all. GIFs are just broken on Blue Sky. They don't work. They did increase because they used to have a video limit of like a minute, I think it was 60 seconds, and they increased it to 3 minutes. Not too long ago, which is nice. But still, the video quality is pretty bad for like the first few seconds of every video. It's like super bad. But yeah, I don't know. I do appreciate the sentiment of you saying I deserve more on those socials, but yeah, I've never expected anything from those. The algorithm sucks, and you know, I can't expect more, even if I am proud of my work, because it just you know it favors drama and controversial whatever the hell. I think maybe I just need to shit post or something, and then that'll fix everything. But that's not really my style. I am excited for when I start on the model for whoever wins, because that actually will give me a lot to post about. Because with this model, I wasn't able to post anything because I was keeping it a surprise. But for that one, I can post all the work in progresses and everything. Okay, this sketch is starting to look slightly better. It still doesn't really look like Mimi though, to be honest. It looks a bit strange. I think this shoulder is still really like short or something. I guess it's kind of more forward though. I don't know. I think it needs to like kind of have like a curve like that. God, I need to do gesture drawings again. Oh my gosh, guys, I recently started reading a manga for the first time in forever. Because I've just been like busy and tend to prefer, I don't know, video content or whatever. Whoa, okay. Um, it's so good. I literally binged the whole thing and I caught up in like a couple days. It was crazy. I think I'll delete Twitter as well. I like cosplayers maybe in the anime genre, but the problem with that is you'll see OF on there too, even when they don't have any correlation. Yeah, I have seen a lot of things I don't want to see on Twitter because that stuff isn't marked. Because I guess when that stuff is flagged properly, it like screws up the algorithm for those posts, so people just don't flag it, and it's the worst. Get what you mean? Even if you do deserve more, it kind of turns to envy really quickly. Yeah, like there's no point in me like, you know, saying like, yes, my work is good, I deserve more, because like that's not gonna change anything anyway. Like it's just, you know, no point in worrying about it, I guess. I just hope that one day, you know, I just realized her arm is way too short here. Kiro, I hope I said your name correctly. Welcome in. Stealing your left sock. Okay. I don't want my dogs out. Don't steal it. Hydration. There's a trend recently where people posting my work is good, the algorithm just hates me, and that kind of blew up some people's. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't have a ref sheet. So I was like, shit, I don't have anything I can share for this. Because I was seeing people say, like, I don't know, I guess I'm just on VTuber Twitter or whatever. Because I, you know, I interact with a lot of live 2D stuff specifically. And so I saw a lot of people saying, like, my design is pretty, the algorithm just hates me regarding to, like, their design, like their VTuber design. But I don't have a goddamn ref sheet. So, you know, I couldn't participate. I didn't have anything ready, and these trends would go by so freaking fast that I was like, okay, I'll sit this one out. Twitter wasn't usually like this. They never used to show explicit content on the platform, but since Elon is in charge, it probably derailed towards it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Twitter always had a little bit of a problem with explicit stuff. But it wasn't nearly as bad because now there's like, you know, AI everywhere and, you know, it's just a mess. Yeah, exactly. Twitter's just a mess, man. Elon freaking ruined it. Like I didn't think it used to be all that bad, but now with freaking Twitter Blue or whatever the hell. That's the other thing. I think that's the other reason why my posts aren't seen, because I refuse to pay for the Twitter thing. So the algorithm doesn't favor my posts because it favors people who are subscribed to that. And I just, you know, as much as I would love to have more engagement, I simply cannot bring myself to do that. It's such a waste of money, and like, because I don't want to support him specifically, and I like really hate him specifically, I can't bring myself to do that. That would just go against everything I believe in. Like, that would be such a huge moment of just like, I don't know, That would cause so much cognitive dissonance because it's just against everything. I don't know how much it is. I never looked into it. I never bothered to look because I never considered subscribing to it. I think there might be tiers. I think there is. You know what? Yeah, let's look it up now for curiosity's sake. Okay. Premium is $7 a month. Premium Plus is $33 a month. It's actually $32.92. Very specific number. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How much does it cost for Grok? Probably a lot. $32. Yeah, Premium Plus is $32.92 a month, so basically $33. And then the regular one is $7 a month. Oh no, sorry. That was for the annual subscription. Monthly is $8 a month or $40 a month. That's if you want to be billed monthly. It's $8 or $40, depending on which tier you want. Sorry, I'm not paying 84 freaking dollars a year to have a check mark on Twitter and for people to see my posts. That's ridiculous. God, I don't remember how to draw a freaking hand. Why do people spend money on Twitter? They can literally go to a person's profile and see the tweet. I don't know. I mean, some people make a living off of their content creation, and therefore it's like just a marketing expense for them, basically, where in order to get people to see their posts, they pay for it. Because I am convinced it does actually have a big effect on how well you do on the algorithm. Like if I open Twitter right now, how many posts immediately are just from verified people? Okay, you know what? Not nearly as many as I expected. There are quite a few that are just from people I follow. So I guess that makes sense because a lot of the people I follow are not verified. But also, they don't have to be because they have big followings. If I was 80% more evil, I probably would give blue check to Ayan. That's really funny. The one post that I got more than 10 likes is a Moon Knight drawing. That's the other thing. Maybe I should draw more fan art, since that tends to get more eyes. I don't know. I don't have time. I got my own shit to do. Oh, I didn't make enough room for all the fingers. I'm gonna come back to that hand, I think. I'm gonna come back to that. Dude, this doesn't look like this does not look like my art style at all. What the hell is going on? Like, the eyes are just really off. Not sure what it is. This just looks completely different from anything I've drawn to me. Can't really tell what I need Mimi to send me a reference of this because I can't This is just a really shitty screenshot from her stream. I don't know. I think I drew the features a lot like softer than I normally do. So it just looks quite different. Like I usually draw faces pretty sharp. I think this is not centered. Should be more over there. Actually does come down a bit. And then, yeah, and then she's got like this. Man, this outfit design of hers is really cool. I just wish I had a better understanding of the details. Oops. Oh, the sleeves are much lower. This sleeve is gonna kind of take up a lot of space here. I can't forget the heart on this here. Oh yeah, she's got this like jewelry. So cool. Hard to draw, but very cool. I actually had a very similar sort of design in one of my previous outfit renditions that I was considering for my model, where it was like this is the torso. Hi Daff. You know, if this is the torso, then it kind of had like a thing coming down the middle, and then it would have chains kind of making that sort of rib cage shape. I still want to include that in an outfit in the future. I think it'd be sick. I want a model of ribcage. Dude, it's hard. Or it's hard to like I had to look at rib cages a lot to get my shirt to look right. Cause like if I scoot over and get rid of this, you know, I've got the rib cage design on my shirt. Um I looked at a lot of like references to try and get this to look right. Obviously it's not like perfect, but that's because it's stylized. Um but it is fairly close to what it looks like. I should have done this when the ads were running, but I'm gonna BRB real quick. Just gotta use the restroom. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah. I was talking about this manga I started reading. So there's this anime coming out right now called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It's like a romance anime. And I just randomly had it recommended to me when I was just looking for something to watch. I was like, I'm gonna just find something random to watch. I'll watch a couple episodes. I'm bored. Um, and there's 6 episodes out right now, as far as I'm aware. So I watched all 6 episodes in one sitting, and then that was one day. And the next day, I was like, damn, that anime was really freaking cute so far. I want to read the manga. And then I was up all night reading the manga. um, and rinse and repeat that for like a couple days, basically. And last night, I finished what's currently out of the manga. So like 150 something chapters, I think. And I finished the whole thing in like 3 days. Not even like 2 days, honestly. I'm I'm such like a binger when it comes to media. I like because if there's any semblance of a cliffhanger, I'm watching the next episode, I'm reading the next chapter. You know, like I have zero self-control. Even if it's literally 4 in the morning, I'm like, no, I need to find out what happens next. So I finished the whole manga, at least all that's out of it, because it's still actively releasing. And I don't regret a thing. It was so cute. It is so cute. Um, actually, I regret a little bit because I was up until like 6 a.m. reading it, and then I had work that same day. So I was a little bit dead and tired, but it's all right. I worked out. And now I'm done with it. I finished it, so there's nothing to keep me up all night. It was so cute, though. Definitely recommend. One of the better romance media I've consumed recently. No stupid like miscommunication trope where everyone just wants to like jump off a cliff because of how annoying it is. Like so often I just can't watch romance. Like I enjoy romance anime and that sort of genre because it's cute. Um but so often it just like I need to just like close it and like walk away and like take a lap because it just gets so infuriating at times. This one didn't have to do that at all. It was incredible. This part of her hat goes up too much. Um, another one I've really enjoyed. I need to read the manga for this because I never read it, but Horimiya is peak romance anime. If you enjoy romance anime, it's actually the best. I think it's my favorite romance to this day, just because like it's just not annoying in the way it like handles things. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I have, and it's great. Basically all the songs have gone on my playlist. I thought Toradora was okay. Um, Definitely could have been better, but it wasn't bad. There are a lot of people who like hate on Toradora though, which is interesting. I've seen a lot of people really have strong opinions on Toradora for whatever reason. I watched it a long time ago though, so I can't fully remember everything that happens. But yeah, Horimiya, I've rewatched it several times at this point. It's really good. And then if you want a story that has adult main characters, Love is Hard for Otaku is peak. That one's so cute. It's so good. It's not like overly dramatic, which I really like. It's very like kind of slice of lifey. Um and I really appreciate that the main characters are fully grown adults for once. At least it's not Clannad. I actually haven't seen that one. I know nothing about it. I don't know a single thing about that one. They think it's generic romance anime that the main characters are really looking for is each other instead of their crushes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen Toradora, so I don't think I can really give like a proper opinion on it because I don't even remember what happens and I don't remember what people's complaints are about it. Um it just I don't know. It didn't stand out to me too much, I guess. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, Horimiya is peak. It's so peak. Nothing will ever beat it. I've rewatched it a few times. And save, yes, that is a fantastic idea. I don't think I've hardly ever saved today. This is getting somewhere. It still doesn't look quite right to me. I think this eye is too high up. So I'm gonna erase it on this layer. It still doesn't look right. God, I really like forgot how to draw. Um, but yeah, if you want a romance anime where they get together early on in the series and then it's more just about them like you know, just navigating what being in a relationship is like. That's why I love Horimiya so much. Also, the characters are just all really likable and really like realistic, I guess. Like it does handle some very real uh feelings in a mature way. Um which is such a good thing. Now it's getting pretty late or early, I guess. All right. Have a good one, Cat Pie. Rest well. This eye still feels off to me. I'm not sure why. I think also because this line here is meant to be the hair and it kind of just looks like the edge of her face, which I don't like. And to make this look more like hair so it's not as weird. I don't know. Still feels off to me. And then also figure this piece of fabric out. So I think the way I've drawn it right now, it feels like a very thin piece of fabric, and I don't think that's what it actually should be like. So her legs are kind of coming forward, and then that's like her knee right there. Doesn't really feel like she's like leaning on something, because it's kind of what it's meant to be, is that she's leaning on something here, but doesn't quite feel like that. I think her arm might still be too short, and her hand is definitely too small. We're gonna restart on that section. But yeah, in this manga I was reading and in the anime, but mostly the manga because like none of the anime is out really. Um, it is another like high school romance, and I would really like to see more. I don't know, college main characters or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Um, but the way the characters communicate in this series is really good. It's so good. It's so mature, and I love it because it doesn't feel like those stupid like miscommunication tropes, because they're honest about their feelings, you know? And you can still like there is still that sort of like internal dialogue of hesitation when it comes to communicating their feelings, which is such a real thing, you know? But it's not just that stupid thing where they get in a fight over something that you shouldn't get in a fight over, like so many anime tend to do just to create drama. Like so many series do that just because there needs to be some sort of tension to have a storyline and, you know, a resolution of sorts. This one doesn't do that, which is awesome because I'm so sick of it. It just makes me want to like put my freaking head through the wall. Um, so it's nice that that is not the case with this one. I don't want to like spoil anything though, but yeah, it's just it's good so far. And I'm excited to read more of it as it continues to release. It's been a while since I've been caught up on a manga. I did read a little bit of the Dendiden manga, but I didn't. I don't know. I got somewhere with it, and then I kind of just forgot to continue reading it. So I'm pretty behind on that one. Need to figure out how these sleeves work. Oh, they're so much thinner at the bottom. Oh, I've been drawing them wrong this whole time. Okay, it's actually just this like bigger piece, and then it's just like a regular sleeve here. I did kind of screw up her arm though. Let me figure out what this arm is shaped like again. Something kind of like that, I guess. And that means this sleeve is messed up too. I'll fix it. Yeah, I like that it doesn't just focus on the characters, like on the main character's relationship, but it also focuses on like their actual lives and like them Just like growing together over time. It's cute. This arm is really messed up. I think about what else to yap about. It's not often I yap that much though, to be honest. I ordered some new clothes recently. And by recently, I mean literally just like 2 days ago. I'm very excited to see how those turn out because I haven't bought new clothes in actually forever. Yeah, hoping they turn out well because it is quite rare that I can find clothes that like fit me properly. But these ones were low-key expensive, so I'm kind of hoping that's a testament to their quality and that I'm not just getting scammed. This arm is not right. Hi, Toko. Welcome in. Maybe the arm needs to like come out more. Yeah, no one's forearm is this long. It's more like that. What you mean? Yeah. I just can't figure out this damn arm. I haven't drawn in so long. Especially not like figuring out a pose mostly from scratch like this. I mean, I had like a little bit of reference, but you know, the arms were different. It's just not. It doesn't look right. I think this also should actually come more forward before dropping off to the side, because I don't know, the legs are just kind of going more that way, like she's sitting. Yeah, I'm just really not on my A game today when it comes to drawing, I suppose. Thank you for the hydrate. The drawing looks pretty. Thank you. Yeah, it's just there's some things that aren't quite going right. I'm just a bit out of practice mostly though. Maybe it's just more foreshortened. Trying to figure out what the hand pose is gonna be here as well. Maybe it's more just like her fingers on the hat instead of her whole hand. And then if it's like that, the thumb would be on that side. Mimi! Hi! Actually, wonderful timing. Do you think you could send me, because this is just like the most horrible screenshot from your stream. Do you think you could send me like an actual image of the outfit? Because I don't think I quite get it. I need to see the reference. Oh, you guys have the same color for your names. God, I don't remember how to draw freaking arms. I learned this and I forgot. This looks so incorrect. Why does her arm look so screwed up? Hang on, put the there. Do I need to find like reference of this? Maybe I should bring her arm out more. That might help with the silhouette as well. Make it more like straight. Kind of like that. I think that would help. Maybe. I think that would make a little bit more sense if I could get her shoulder to look right. Alright, let's see. Yay! Let me open this up. Oh no, it's okay. I'll figure it out. Yeah. I just wanted to get a closer look at how you design the jewelry and stuff. See how that's been done. So I just can't get this arm right. Anything that you don't fully understand, feel free to take some creative liberty. Okay. I guess I don't have to worry too much about this section of the arm, because her sleeve's gonna kind of come up like that. To finish this model before PPC. Dude, I just remembered I wanted to do like a Halloween event for stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Cause I gotta do all the sub goal stuff. Maybe it'll have to wait for next year. I might need to bring this down a little bit actually. Because I don't think I've really mentioned this much, but I want to do like holidays, like Nexus holidays. I want to have events, but I don't think I'm really gonna have a whole lot of time for that stuff, especially because I have to do a whole VTuber model and a song cover and a million other things. Sorry, my dog's barking. Okay, I think she stopped barking. This arm is so fucked up. I can't figure it out. Ugh, I'm crashing out. Made up holidays. That sounds. Yeah, I have several in mind already, actually, which is a little crazy. I've actually had one written for like several months now. I just need to find the time to actually implement it because I'd have to kind of do a lot. Been wanting to do covers for a few weeks now. Just gotta find the time. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the cover and also finally make a decision on which song I'm gonna do. Because I have a couple different ones I was thinking about. But I also have to keep in mind, like, budget. Because there's a lot of weird stuff when it comes to, I guess, like, posting them on YouTube and whatnot. As far as I'm aware. This arm still looks fucked. Why? Why does this arm look so messed up all the time? That one doesn't look too bad, but then the hand is too high. Guess maybe I could like tilt it down a little bit. Oh, I feel like that's gonna ruin it though. If I just scoot this in. Yeah, it looks kind of. Biggest thing for me is I don't want to ask permission to use instrumental tracks, so I gotta perform it myself or make a MIDI. Yeah, see, I can't do that. So either I have to commission someone to make an instrumental for me, or find a pre-made one that I can like buy or something. Both of which obviously will cost me money. So safe to say this cover will probably be one of very few, if not the only one I ever release. Because it's gonna be damn expensive to make. So, you know, but then again, I didn't expect we'd actually reach that goal at all. I fully did not anticipate having to do that. So, I suppose I didn't think it through very much. That doesn't look too bad. It just looks, the hat looks a little bit off, and the face still looks off to me. Everything still looks off to me, actually. I kind of want to start over. Again, I still want to start over. That feeling did not go away. And then, yeah, so not only do I have to get an instrumental, but I also have to commission someone to, like mix the vocals and make me not sound awful. Because I don't really want to post just like a raw vocal cover. I do want it to be like mixed. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do anything music related. So I have to either commission someone to do that or ask a friend, but I think I'd honestly rather just commission someone. So yeah, there's a lot that needs to go into me making this cover, unfortunately. But I think that's also just because I have horribly high standards for things like that. At least for myself. This just feels off. It's because this leg isn't really visible either. Maybe I should crop it off even more. Just get rid of the legs. They don't exist. I do think I kind of want to tilt the torso forward more. Wow, that took a very long time to load for some reason. Jesus. Didn't think this file was that big. Oh, good lurk. Made. Also need to draw the flowers on the hat. Oh man, I lost the picture I was looking at for reference. Shit. Whatever. Stream's only gonna be another like 20 some odd minutes anyway. Yeah, maybe when are you going live? Like 6:30? Like it usually is 6:30. 6:30, okay. Yeah, that's when we will be ending then. Maybe a few minutes before, and we'll just raid until the offline chat so that I can have a little bit of time to get ready for VA. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check die. I'm gonna be so for real. I really want to start over on this. I just, even though I've spent now, you know, 2-ish hours working on it, that's how long this sketch has taken. A sketch should not take 2 hours. 2.5 hours almost. It should not take that long. Should not. I don't. That was the warm-up sketch. Because I should have warmed up properly before starting, but I didn't, because I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, I want to find a pose that does this outfit justice. Because this outfit is so slay. But also full bodies is so hard. This is a really good song, by the way. I've seen some poses kind of like this, where it is very in motion. Where it's like kind of torso. God, this is gonna be a very loose sketch. I want to find a different brush for this actually. I miss using charcoal, actually. It was kind of freeing to just like do traditional art. I kind of miss it. Okay, I don't mind this one. I'm indecisive, actually. Dude, doing life drawing in charcoal was actually kind of peak because, like, it's just so loose. Like, using these brushes, it's too harsh of a line. I feel like I can't make sense of things and it just ends up looking messy. Also because the way I'm holding it is different because it's like a pen versus just like a literal like piece of, you know, pastel charcoal. It's kind of like leaning forward a little bit and then sort of this leg is like out. This doesn't make any sense. It's kind of similar in sort of just the angle to the last one, but instead of a sitting, it's just like a in motion sort of situation. Doesn't really help that this drawing I'm looking at is in very loose clothing, so I can't actually really see what the leg is supposed to look like, but kind of like that, and then this one's kind of like so, except you can't actually see the foot. It's kind of more going straight back. This arm is up again, so I'm gonna have to struggle with that again. I like that. Really random, but I saw this video of a guy who, I guess, I don't know if it was a video. Gosh, why does my dog keep barking? I think it was just one of those like guy reading a text post over like Minecraft parkour or something. I don't know. But it was about this guy who wears a wizard hat every day. Like that's just his daily style. And he was talking about the perks of it. And it was actually kind of awesome. To where like he just wears a wizard hat every day. And you know, it's not only is it, you know, like a conversation starter, but the hat kind of is the outfit, you know? So, you don't have to worry about what else you're wearing because it doesn't matter. Because the hat is just so absurd that it just takes over. So, oh my gosh. So even if you're just wearing like Crocs with the outfit or whatever, the hat takes over. Nothing else matters. So you can wear whatever the hell you want. Also, apparently, you know, like this bit of the hat, you know, like the top portion, having that extra space on top above your head, like, makes it so that the hat isn't actually that hot. Because it's not like right up against your head, like suffocating you. You've got that extra room. And you know, wide brim means you're protected from the sun. It's a conversation starter. Like, honestly, that's maybe he kind of figured out the strat, honestly. Blessed style, yeah, low key. Okay, now that I have this outfit up on my other monitor, it's a lot easier to see sort of what it looks like. Maybe I should have the other foot like back there because this fabric is gonna cover Well, I guess if I bring it more to the side, then maybe I could have her knee kind of poking out there. That way it doesn't look like she's just missing a leg. Kind of like that. And then this the big sleeve. We've gone back to hat wearers being in style for the Chad's winning, not the fedora. I don't know. I've never been a big hat person myself, to be honest. But that's just me. I just never found them very comfortable. Dude, using this like super soft, loose brush is actually quite freeing. I'm a fan. Should do this more when starting off sketches and figuring out poses. I think since this pose is a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more in motion, I think I can have a little more fun with the movement of the hair. Kind of come out a little bit more. I know it's in a ponytail, but it's a big voluminous ponytail. And then she's got this little thing that sort of comes off the hat. This probably won't be very visible, actually. It'll probably just be hidden. And then all the little flowers and little foresty things on the hat. I think I might have drawn her head a little bit big, but not too bad. Let me grab a, oh, sorry. My tracking was a little weird for a moment. Maybe I should just go straight into this brush, actually. Just kind of soften it up a bit. Kind of like looking up. This hair kind of has a little bit more bangs on this side. The hat sort of covers the rest. I think I messed up the hat, actually. It looks a little goofy. Which hats are low-key hard to draw. I've learned this after designing Sylvia. Kind of difficult. So I guess it would actually be more up. So it's just kind of looking up. Maybe that's why it was looking a little odd. Have to get the hat plot physics just right for the— yeah, right? You gotta get it just right. Also, just, I don't know. I feel like I'm so out of practice with drawing just anything. Just can't get faces right today. And just the regular face shape. I don't know why I'm struggling with it so much more than usual. Ooh, I need to stretch a little bit. Get that thing again where the head's kind of in the wrong spot. Relative to the neck. Trying to figure out how this fabric would be moving. Oh, sorry for no warning about the ads. So actually, I don't think the boots are actually that high. They're legit just right above knee height. I have to draw shoes. Oh, okay. That's not too bad, actually. I feel like I never draw heels. Maybe they're a little easier than, I made her legs so long. Oops. I don't think your person's calves are usually that long. Maybe it's the upper leg that's too long. Maybe it's both. Not too bad. I don't know if this leg would actually be all that visible. I feel like the fabric would actually sort of come down like that. I'm making it actually a bit shorter than it is in the outfit, because in this reference it's like all on the floor. I guess it could kind of go like sort of between the legs here just because of how it's cut. Depending on how she's moving. I also think I do need to make her leg a little bit longer again. Man, we're almost out of time. Let's do something about the arms. sure what kind of pose feels natural here. How clean does the art challenge need to be? Like clean line art flats, or is colored clean sketch good enough? I think sketch would be okay. As long as I can like understand where things are, you know? Um, since it is mostly based on the outfit. So like as long as the details are legible, then I think it's fine. But also there's still 2 weeks left, so, you know. Don't feel rushed to finish anything. We arrive at the same problem I was having before. I wonder if I can find a similar reference with this arm positioning. So I'm just not quite sure what the elbow would look like. I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know if I want her to be like looking at the quote unquote camera or if she's gonna be kind of like being sort of up. The face shape still feels off. I think I just like actually forgot how I draw faces. I think she's about to go live. Let me check if she hasn't like already. Yeah, she did go live. All right. I guess we'll just call it here with this sketch for now. Let me just do some sort of semblance of something for this. Sketch a little bit less. All right. I'm going to export this just in case for art hacks purposes. Progress of progress. Yeah, I mean, I wish we were able to do more in, 3 hours, but it's all right. Yeah. So let me just... Here's the raid message. First one is for subs. Second one is for everyone else. And then I'll just go ahead and start the raid. We're just gonna get right out of here. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today. I'll be streaming again on Sunday, and that'll definitely be a longer stream. I'll probably just do art again, honestly. I was originally planning on doing a gaming stream, but since we weren't really able to get much done today, I'd like to do more art on Sunday. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on Sunday, probably around the same time. We'll see how my sleep schedule looks. If I get up earlier, we might, I might stream a little bit earlier than today. But yeah, we'll see. And I'll see you guys next time. Feel free to join the Discord. There's a link to it just below in the About Me section. And yeah, see you guys next time.